All right, guys, I think we may have a catfish on this one right here, outside planer. Now, you may be wondering, why is there not much line on this reel? Well, we're fishing really, really deep water, way deeper than I'm normally fishing in. We're in about 70 feet of water. Probably put out a little too much line, but that's why all the line is sucked off this Catfish Pro reel I'm using. Making a little pull through here. It's muddy, it's dingy. We'll talk about that in a minute. Not exactly what I was expecting, but that's what my new app showed me would be here. I just didn't believe it. Didn't believe it. I'll explain all that. Let's get this fish in gear. If you're wondering about bait, I've got all chicken out except for one rod. It's the one with the big cork on it, the big green float. It's got a perch head on it. I haven't been fishing in about 2 weeks. We have had a tremendous amount of rain. It's been cold, water's been dingy, just a bad combination of stuff. So decided to work on some YouTube videos, get some other stuff done around the house. Basically keep my powder dry for a better day. And but I'm back now, so I got chicken and that perch. I'm gonna try to catch some perch today. Need to restock my tank. The cold temperatures froze the tank up. Wasn't good for the fish. But let's see what this baby looks like here. It's a good looking fish. Might keep me one to eat today. I'm gonna throw it in the live well. This will be a good one for that. All right, there he is. Oh yeah, he's a good one. Come here, baby. Oh yeah, good blue. Nice blue. A little bit bigger than I normally keep. I'm going to put him in the tank. If I get something a little bit smaller, I may keep it. He's a little bit bigger than I like to keep. He is bigger than I want to keep. Good fish though. Get him back alive. I decided to come up here to Lake Norman, and I pulled out this new app I'm trying out, Omnia. They're a new sponsor here on the channel, and I saw that the water up here has some color to it. It's got a water clarity function on it, which is pretty cool. And I was thinking, all right, this ain't right. Lake Norman doesn't get muddy in that area. It's got to be bad. Well, the app was right. It is muddy, and in here, it's dingy anyway. It's not super stained. The app was pretty much on the money with what the water clarity was. It looks like way south on the lake there's some clean water, but we have had a lot of rain, a lot of inflow, and the app was dead on the money. So I'm gonna try out a few other functions on it to see how it works. But I got one fish, so we're gonna keep dragging through here. And I'm going, like I said, I'm in some deep water. I'm gonna try this for a while, pull into some points and humps up here, just see what's around. But so far, we got one in the boat. Boom, I think that's a fish right there. Yes, it is. Fish on, fish on. Woohoo! Hooked up again, guys, hooked up again. They are in this deeper water. I was talking with the guy at the ramp, and it's just funny how this lake fishes compared to where I fish at a lot. Like I said, I'm on Lake Norman, which is outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's 2 lakes above where I normally fish. And deeper fishing on our lake is 30, 35 feet. Here, that's shallow. To hit the deeper stuff here, you're in 50, 60, 70 feet of water. And that's where I'm sitting at, man. That's where I'm catching the fish. They're scattered, not stacked up from what I'm seeing on the sonar, but they're here. Hopefully this one's an eater. I want to keep one. I know a bunch of people have said, man, keep a fish. We want to see you keep a fish. We like to eat a fish. I do too. I just want one that's not as big as that last one. This looks like a good sized fish here. Let's see what he looks like. Over here. Oh yeah, that's a good eater size fish. He'll be a good one to eat. I'll throw him in the tank. That's a good fish. Again, on chicken. I've got 5 rods. Why do I only have 5 instead of 6? Well, I took one out of the boat to put a new reel on it. Forgot to put it back in the boat. That's what happens when you ain't been out on the water fishing in a while. You kind of get out of your groove. I got out of my groove a little bit. He's a good one. He's not going back alive. We're gonna eat him. There you go, number 2 in the boat. About the same depth of water. That one was a good size to eat. I'm gonna eat that one. I hadn't had any fish in a while, so I'm keeping that one to eat. Like I said, dingy water through here. It's in the 50s, 52 degrees. I looked at the Omnia app before I left, again, looking at the water clarity, and I saw the temperature and up in this area. And I went to one of the websites that has lake temperatures, and it was showing the lake temperature being about 46 degrees. And I said, well, maybe it's just off, which, you know, it varies. One's, you know, I think based on satellite data, I think that's how the Omnia app gets their stuff. And the other is an actual thermometer in the water. But I was skeptical. I was wrong again. The temperature's pretty much spot on. So if nothing else, it gives you a good range on where the temperature is if there's a big fluctuation and stuff. So it's going to be cool to try this app out throughout the year. It was cool seeing the water clarity today. Real tempted to make a run south on the lake just to see if it's right, but I got a feeling it is. It's got to be bad for this lake to get muddy on the lower end. It's pretty bad when it gets muddy up here, but it is. So 2 fish in the boat, 2 on chicken. Like I said, I got 1 piece of perch out. If you see me catch a fish on it, it's gonna be on one with the big float. And just trying to figure out what these fish are doing. We got 2 dumb ones. We'll have to see if we can find one more.